Okay, we're just getting on here. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm going to be doing these lives every week. I'm thinking just once a week. I'm doing them a little longer for you all to test it out to see if you like it. So I'm pretty excited about this. This is going to be a way for you to ask me your questions about YouTube and all of that. And if you have any questions about like how to grow, get subscribers and all that jazz, you need to make sure you be here and ask your questions. If you're watching this on the replay, get excited because there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to be going through and be talking about how to get subscribers, getting views, all that jazz. And obviously, I'll be answering your questions along the way. So cool. So, hey, everybody's popping on. That's awesome. I'm just going to give you a few minutes to just get yourselves on here. There's about 7 or 8 people on, and I know it's an uneasy kind of day. So I still decided to do this live because I was like, you know what? I need to be talking to people because today is going to be intense for many. Yeah, it's like history. Every time this happens, it's like history changing history. So, anyways, I want to really talk to you today just about YouTube and all that jazz. Not to distract from the situation, but to almost like just keep motivated, some positivity in this world, right? So, anyways, let's see. Everybody's popping on. That's awesome. Good morning. How are you feeling about the election? You know how I'm feeling. Everybody's feeling it. We're on edge. That's all I can say about that. And that's just the way it is. It's going to be that way. I'm just on edge, but I'm okay with whatever happens. I need to be fine with because that's just the way it's going to be, right? So excited. Yay, Sierra. Nice to see you here. Hey, how's it going? It takes our minds off things, keeps us focused on our goals. Yes, I like that. I'm all about like trying to keep people positive and have like motivated and minds, change that mindset and get it in the right direction. Obviously, there's things going on in the world. We can't distract from that, obviously, really, to be totally honest, it's happening. But this is a way to keep your mindset just a little bit, shifting it a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's really good that you are all here and just ready to do this. Hi from Ireland. Yay! I'm from Ireland too. I'm actually from the north of Ireland. So whereabouts are you from? Are you from down south? Let me know in the comments. I'm pretty excited. That's awesome. Yes. So today we're going to talk just about like getting subscribers and getting views because I know a lot of you have asked me in the past couple of weeks of just like things here and there. And obviously I have lots of videos on my channel, but I thought, you know what? Why not? Why not just do another little live stream about it and just talk about it and answer your questions along the way? I'm from England. Yay, that's awesome. Everybody's popping on. Let me know in the comments where you're from. I love this. I love to know where people are from because I love traveling. It's one of those things that I enjoy the most. So, and of course I can't do it, right? I'm okay. So Dublin, that's awesome. Whenever I go back to Ireland to go up to the north, I always fly into Dublin because that's the only way to get a direct flight from Canada. So you go from Dublin to up there, going up north. So yeah, that's awesome. I love Dublin. I do like Dublin. I go down there and visit every now and again whenever I go back to visit my family. So yeah, it's a nice place. I recently started a channel about marketing and I work in property. I'm nervous if my work colleagues find out and make fun of me. Okay, so I will tell you this, that my husband is in the trades industry as well. And he's always nervous about this because people are always, in that industry, in the mindset of like the trades or like working on properties or whatever. It's one of those ones where you tend to get made fun of, right? You think you will get made fun of. And I think this is what you need to look at it like this. If you're doing the videos and you start to see some success, like whenever you put out the videos and you're starting to put out more and you're doing your videos, you may get some people that will make fun, right? That's just the way the world works. There's a lot of people out there that think, oh, they're trying this, it's never going to work. So they tend to make fun of them and push them down. And that stops people from doing a lot of things. And I think for you, I think you need to have the mindset of being successful. Like I'm going to be there someday. And then, you know what? You can look back on that and say, well, they made fun of me, but look where I'm at now. So I know that's really hard to like just say, do that. And it's just going to be magical, but it's not. It's going to take you a process of you thinking through and just like thinking positively about it and thinking about what your goals are. I think that's the main thing because many of the times if you know what your goals are, that's going to keep you going when there's crappy days happening, right? So that's my advice, is to write down your goals, think about that, and then whenever you start to see success, you know, they'll maybe still make fun of you because they're jealous. But you know what? You're going in the direction you want to go. So that is important. I think that is really important to note. Okay, so let's do another question. Hey, everybody's popping on. Hi, hope you are well. I'm from sunny England too. Oh, a lot of people from England. Nice to see you here. I'm from England. See, there's lots of people here from England, the UK. It's awesome. So ready for some YouTube tips. That's yes, I will get there. Don't worry. I'm gonna, put them throughout the video, so the live. So be mindful. What part of the north are you from? I'm from like just outside of Belfast. So if you know anything about the north, like obviously I'm assuming you do a little bit, but if you know anything about the north, Belfast is like the city. I love Belfast too. It's pretty. I was born there. I grew up there. I moved to Canada when I was 14. I don't remember because it's been so long. I've lived here longer than I have in Ireland, which is crazy. But yeah, so I'm just outside of Belfast. Used to be. Okay, so people's opinion means zero. You don't want to let other people get in the way of your dreams. We have limited amount of time. That's it. I think that's important to note. Now, if you have it's really hard to just say those kind of things and be like, yay, go do it, just to get past that. I know it's hard. There's a lot of people that struggle with it, so I'm not saying this is going to be easy, but it's one way. Like if you look at your goals, you look at the amount of time you have on this earth, you have to realize that there's not much time. We really don't have that much time. And as Gary Vee always says, you just got to go do it. He says it in a different way, but you've got to go do it. If you want to do something in life, you need to try it. This quote I found the other day, or heard the other day. It's like the hard things, usually the things that make you happy are hard things. So like if you want to be happy and this makes you happy, you need to go do it. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. Let me see you. Let's get good morning. What times do you post on your Facebook group about the challenge? So the challenge I'm going to be doing in my Facebook group, the Digital Hustle Facebook group. If you've not signed up to that, there's a video on my channel right now. It started yesterday. Basically, this week is going to be about goals and channel overview and just like going over your channel a little bit and organizing it to start off the right way. So the challenge, I post usually around 10 or 11, depending on like each day, because each day is different. And I always look at the analytics. But around 10 or 11 each day, Eastern Standard Time. Lives, I go Monday and will be likely going Friday to do the lives so that I can answer questions, because I know there's a lot of people out there that need help with their channel and all this challenge. So yes, that's the plan, Sierra. Let me see. I actually haven't got a goal regarding YouTube. Is that bad? No, it's up to you what you want. If you want to do a goal for YouTube, then go for it. But if you are just doing it for the fun and you're trying to just like find your way, don't pressure yourself, step back, just enjoy the ride. And then eventually you can start putting out goals. But goals are good to keep you focused. And when you have crappy days, like today maybe is a little down for people, this is going to keep you going, right? So that's why I write my goals out all the time. So that's exactly how I see it. I'm from Egypt. It's sunset now. Oh my goodness. I love that you're all sharing with me where you're from. I love to know just a little bit about you all. So that's awesome. Sorry if this is really dumb, but are you affected by the election being in Canada? I always thought Canada was not part of the US. So when it comes to being affected, the US election affects the whole world. Whoever is in power is going to be, connecting with our leaders, right? So it really does affect us. And I think lots of the time people don't understand that when they hear, oh, the US election, that's the US, blah, 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 blah. But it really does affect you. So even if you're in England, it's going to affect you as well. If you're in China or if you're in Asia or anything like that, you're going to be affected by this, because the next leader of the US is going to be partnering with our leaders, talking to our leaders. There's, potential for anything to happen whenever there's a certain leader in power that, is just, it's just the way it is. And I think being in Canada and so close to the US, it's really a lot harder because there's a lot more border transactions with us as well. So if one gets in and the other doesn't, then there's craziness may happen for us. So it will affect us. So it's a little bit scary right now for us all. And I think that's scary in the sense that we're just not sure of the unknowns, right? So that's just how it is. Yeah. I have friends up there. Oh, yay, that's cool. Good for you. Yeah, I love all of Ireland has had some crazy stuff going on in their history, and being one that has experienced a lot of that craziness, I would say I love the whole of Ireland, and I've always loved it. I've obviously been brought up in like a situation where it's been not so good at times, but yeah, I love Ireland. It's beautiful. Do you make monthly goals? I do make monthly goals. I'm all about the goals, guys. Goals are amazing. If you are writing out your goals, like obviously you don't want to write goals out all the time, but you need to take action, right? So I love writing goals out and seeing how I can take that action and get to that point. I'm very much into like get to that point. Like, how do I do that, right? So I love goals there. Yeah. Let's see. Should we make monthly goals regarding our YouTube channels? Yes. And when you're in my YouTube challenge, 30-day challenge, it's going to talk to you about, there's a video going up today in the challenge in the group, and it's going to talk about goals and how you need to be setting them. There are major and minor goals. So I will be talking about that in my Facebook group, and these videos will go up after the challenge is over. But right now is specific to my Facebook group. So if you want to know more about that, you can sign up at there's a video announcing the small YouTuber challenge. And there's a link in the description of that video where you can sign up and be a part of that Facebook group if you can. Some people couldn't join because they don't have Facebook. So I'm sorry about that. I honestly thought everybody would just be on Facebook. So I will think about that when I do another challenge in the future. Okay, so let's look at the rest of the questions here. Hi, can you explain a bit about your 30-day challenge, please? Yes, the 30-day challenge is where I'm just going to be motivating you and connecting you with other people just to help inspire you, keep you going for this month. The end of the year is coming up very, very soon, and we're all like, oh, it's going to start to get crazy. So if we want to reach our goals, we need to actually start taking action. So that's what I want to do this challenge. I have videos going up every week. 2 videos in the challenge that will be specific on something. So this week is goals and channel overview. With the goals, I'm going to help you figure out how to set goals. And then the channel overview is just talk about your channel as a whole and what you need to make sure you have on your channel. And then next week and the week after and the week after that, there are a few other videos. But if you sign up, you will get a form or sheet that will go through all of that. So it's kind of fun. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be a lot of people. There's a lot of people that signed up. My goal was to have at least like 50 people sign up, just because I wanted to have, a good crowd of people to connect with and like get people to connect with each other. We have currently right now 84 people signed up to that, which is insane. It's just a free challenge. It's all free. I'm putting a lot of work into it this month. So it's a lot of work. So I've had to cut back on my YouTube channel just a little bit. But like I said, if you can't be a part of this challenge right now, the 30-day, like the videos that I put into the challenge Facebook group will be up on my YouTube channel after this. So don't worry about it if you can't join. Love Gary Vee. Yes, he's so motivating. And I think if you need some extra motivation, you definitely need to find people on YouTube that are motivating. Like Gary Vee is super motivating. So I put him on in the background. And he was actually the one originally when I started my business. He was the one that got me off Instagram. It said something about on his Instagram, stop scrolling on Instagram and go do it. So I decided to go sign up my business and get it started. So that's Gary Vee's a great one to motivate you. He is a little crude with his, if you're not into swearing and such, just be mindful that he swears a lot in that sense. Yes, monthly goals, struggle with those. Those are hard. Monthly, I have guys, listen to this. I have weekly and I have daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly goals. Like I have goals to the end of, that's the only way I'm going to keep going. But it's really hard if you've got lots to do. And so if you have goals and you know that you're struggling with scheduling and everything, you need to be mindful that you don't want to burn yourself out and make your goals the center of everything. Be mindful that you are a human being and that only can do so much. So that's like today, I have said to myself, I can only do so much. So I cut back 2 of my things that I had to do today and pushed it to tomorrow because I'm like, no, I need to stop overwhelming myself. And I know that you need to be self-aware. You need to understand who you are. So that's a big deal right there. Yeah. If you want a hard life, do the easy things. If you want an easy life, do the things that are hard. Woo! Giving me some quotes there. I love that. Awesome. Thank you. I'm I'm from Florida. Hi, that's awesome. So I'm so glad you're here. I'm from the U.S. Yes, Sierra, I know you are. I know you are. But thank you for telling us. Hi, I'm a small YouTuber. Awesome. Thank you for being here. You're gonna love this channel. We're all about helping each other and connecting each other with just doing, like motivating each other. That's what I want to try and say. Yeah. Okay, so there's one more question, then I'm going to dive into some tips here for you about subscribers. Okay, cool, awesome answer. I'm monetized on my other channel and I just want to enjoy the ride in this channel. The goal is to monetize on this channel, but if it takes 2 years or more, I'm cool. Good. That's the way. So I have 2 channels right now. I have this one and I have my other one. So this one I really want monetized because I work hard on this channel. The other one is Simply Catherine, and it's just a channel where I can be me, get creative, do my thing, and just enjoy the ride. Like, I'm not there to pressure myself. And so I think that's important to have at least another outlet for yourself, just to be yourself. And obviously, if it happens, it happens. So that's cool. Okay, so before I get into more questions, we're going to dive into some subscriber tips here. So many of you have asked how to get subscribers. That's very basic, very broad. So the first thing that I would suggest is if you want to get more subscribers, you need to start reaching out and connecting with other people. So right now we're doing a live. You're connecting with each other in the live, not necessarily as you're doing sub for sub. What you're doing is you're building relationships with each other. So my advice is to start going on lives more, connecting with people within your industry. And not only that, go into other videos and start commenting and being insightful on those videos. That's how you build relationships, and that's how you grow your channel and get subscribers. Also, when you're doing your videos, you need to tag them appropriately. So if you have Tubebuddy, you can download the Tubebuddy app. Like, I have a link everywhere in every single video that you can download, and you can get the free version and even try it out. What you're doing is you're tagging not only your videos, but you need to tag your channel. That way, you're going to find your audience in search. So people will subscribe to your channel if they're interested in the content. So you need to have your channel all set up. And obviously, I go into this more on my channel, so you need to look at your channel and actually see like what people click the subscribe button, and is my content all cohesive, like aligned, all that jazz. So making sure that is all is connected and people will click that subscribe button is important. And then finally, just uploading consistently. If you're uploading consistently and putting out good content and putting them in playlists, people will start to see that you are there for them. Like, you want to be there for them. So people will start to subscribe if you are consistent with your content and you're not all over the place. Like, it doesn't mean you have to be uploading at least on this date, on this time, but uploading at least, once a week to let them know that you're there. And if you can't be there every single week, you need to let your audience know. And that way, they're going to stay there and be their subscribers for longer and actually start engaging and being part of your audience. So those are 3 tips just to get you going with how to get subscribers. So I'm hoping that those help you. So we're going to go back into the Q&A, and then after that, I'll talk about getting views. Okay, so let's dive back into the Q&A here. Oh my goodness, everybody's jumping on. Okay, hi from London. Wow, London, that's awesome. I've always wanted to visit London. It seems like I don't know, it's just one of those places you need to visit, right? When you travel, would you be able to let us know, arrange a meetup? I would love to do meetups. I can't wait for the day when I can do meetups. 2020 be over already? Can I have, yeah? Okay, that was weird. Have you reached 4K watch hours? No, I have not, but I'm getting closer every day. So I went from 13:15 last week to 14:19 this week. So I've almost like 100 watch hours in a week, which is really good. So I'm at a steady pace, but I'm doing like longer lives. And for you guys, this week, I'm going to be doing, the next week and the week after, for the month of November at least, I'm going to be doing these longer lives for you. They're going to be at least 30 minutes to an hour, so that you get the most out of it. I'm going to give tips along the way, obviously, in these lives. But I want to do some channel reviews in the month of December. So I will be posting and sharing about that a little bit more. And I'm trying to get my setup all figured out for you all so that I will get to that. My goal is to reach the 4K by the end of the year. And I'm really taking action. I'm trying my hardest. I'm really, really trying. But if I don't make it, I'm not going to get disappointed and upset, because I know I took the action. I tried my hardest. So that's key. Okay, so let's see. I mean, as a group of people. Oh, yeah. Meet up as a group of people. Yeah, that's what I'm totally good for that. Yeah, I'd be awesome. Why make fun of small YouTubers just because they are small? Doesn't mean they're hardworking or can't become successful. Just uploading is an accomplishment. I wasn't making fun of anybody. I'm a small YouTuber. Are you talking about like the previous question at the very beginning? I hear you. Okay, I get you now. So yes, people make fun of people because they just don't have what they have, or they just don't know how to do it. Or sometimes people bully people because they just are insecure themselves. So not necessarily is it something that we should be like, if someone is making fun of you or if someone is bullying you for some reason, they're insecure in many other ways. Like they're doing it for a reason. And maybe they are bigger or, feel like they're tougher, but they're really not. They're behind a computer screen or they're, off in the distance doing their thing, but they're not going to live their life like you if you are doing this for yourself. So it's hard when it comes to this situation because there are people out there that get made fun of because of YouTube. But think of it this way: if Annie didn't start her channel, where would she be at now? Right? That's crazy to think about. She wouldn't be here. If Roberto Blake or Gary Vee or any of those big YouTubers out there got made fun of and said, no, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to go, see you later, they wouldn't be where they're at. So I think you need to look at it at the mindset of a successful person and just think, like, I'm going to be there one day. I am determined to be there one day. And then the people that are making fun of you, they'll be in the dust. They'll be behind you, right? So just think of it like that. Okay, so I always have your videos on while I'm working from home. It's so motivating. Yes, I love hearing that. Awesome. That's great. Good. Have you thoughts about selling paid products? Excuse me. 1 second. I'm talking so much. My voice is starting to go here. Okay, so have you thought about selling paid products? Yes, I actually am looking into it a lot more because it's something that people are actually asking for me to start selling stuff like merch. I have merch. I'm figuring out my merch line. I'm really excited. I've always wanted a merch line, so it's not necessarily I just want to do it. And then people are asking for it, so it's kind of cool. So I'm going to be doing that in the future. Maybe not this year, but next year for sure. Was going to try for it before Christmas, but I was like, that's too much. And people they have so much to buy for Christmas. So I'm thinking maybe in the new year. And then I have a few other things I'm not sure. I'm not a few other things in the works. So yes, definitely. I'm excited. Yep. Have you seen the new YouTube Shorts feature? If so, what do you think about it? So, okay. Guys, let me pull in closer here. YouTube Shorts. I have not got that option on my phone yet, and I wish I did, but I think it's only rolling out for certain places. Now, you can upload onto your YouTube channel or a separate channel just a short clip, and then you use hashtag shorts, which is a funny way of saying hashtag shorts. Like, you think of shorts, like your shorts, or I don't know. That's every time I think of that. Anyways, so when it comes to YouTube Shorts, you can do really well. You can get lots of views. I've seen quite a few people use it, and there's no algorithm in my head right now. They're just still figuring it all out. So it's really good to jump on it early so that you can get potentially like those views. I don't have the option to try it. I know in the UK they're starting to beta test it. In India they did it beta test. So they're rolling it out, but they're rolling it out slowly, and usually Canada gets things like last. So I may not get it for a long time. I'm hoping to get it soon. But if you can't do it right now, you can always upload to a separate channel or on your channel, just short clips and hashtag the shorts. Hashtag shorts. Sorry, hashtag the shorts is just, yeah. Okay, I can't get Facebook. Okay, so if you can't get Facebook, then the videos will be up on my YouTube channel after this all. Sorry about that. I didn't know people couldn't get they didn't have Facebook. So I started this challenge as a way to like motivate you, inspire you, but I realized now that I'm getting into it, that there are a few people that can't even use Facebook. So I'm sorry about that. But next time I do a challenge, I will rearrange it and figure out a way to like get those videos to you. So yeah. Gary Vee, hey, Creator Spotlight, how you doing? That's awesome. Gary Vee is, yeah. Remember the good old days, right? Hey, shorts can't be monetized. Oh, that's interesting. Like, I'm still learning about shorts. I don't know if they can be monetized. Maybe not because they're so short. And I think that's probably a reason. But it's a good way to get traffic to your channel if you do shorts. Because I know a lot of people have gained a fair few views from it and like getting just like subscribers, people to their channel. So I'm not sure. I will be looking into it a lot more when it starts to like, roll out more of their stuff. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this live. It seems like most YouTubers won't educate the small one for some reason. I feel like sometimes it's just more like, there's a lot of people out there doing it, and I feel like some people just don't do it because it's just so much information out there. But I want to do it because I really want to connect with you guys for one. But also like there's questions that you need now. Like you need them right now. And so sometimes it's just good to do a live and just connect with you all. So I'm glad you're enjoying this. I'm so glad you're here. I figured as much since they are really only 60 seconds shorter, but supposedly it'll help with subs. Yeah, so it'll drive traffic to your channel. You'll get the subscribers, but you do have to remember, I don't know how good, like how much value, because if they're coming for the shorts, are they wanting more of the shorts? Do you know what I mean? When I think of wanting more of the shorts, it's like clothing. I can't unpicture that. I'm late. No, you're not. You're here. That's awesome. It's my birthday today, but I'm here on YouTube. Birmingham is currently in lockdown. Oh, I'm so sorry. Listen, I turned 30 this year, guys. I turned 30, and my birthday, I just was at home. I did nothing. I did nothing for my 30th birthday. But you know what? I had fun with my family. I had a good time. They brought me cake. I don't know. It was just good. It was good. It was better than it's definitely better than, the being sick and such. So I was happy that I was healthy at least for my birthday. Happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday to you. I forgot to say that to you. What the heck? Let's see. What another question? One of my videos not on my niche got promoted as shorts and got me a lot of views and subs. Once I uploaded another video in my niche, then all those people unsub. Yeah, see, that's the key there. I'm not sure if it's really going to help your channel overall, depending on the industry maybe. But I really think you need to have a separate channel for it to test it out. Because if you're uploading and then you upload one of your shorts, and then they all disappear. I don't know. Yeah, it's something to test out. I don't think it's very valuable right now for channels to grow. But there's always room for improvement. So we'll see how things go with that. It's all new, so we'll see. Let's see more questions, and then we're going to dive into more tips about views, how to get views. Okay, question. Why are Tubebuddy and Vidiq scores so different? No one is looking for Tubebuddy keywords, so I don't get views. How to rank of high ranks. Okay, so when it comes to Vidiq and Tubebuddy, they're both different for sure. They have different algorithms in the back end of their systems. Tubebuddy was first in the sense, like they came first. They started their keyword research system first. So the Tubebuddy is partners with YouTube. So I always rely on their stuff more so than I would Vidiq, just because I just feel like it's a little bit more. I'm a little bit more comfortable with Tubebuddy when it comes to like the fact that they're partnered with YouTube, but they're also been like taken over, acquired by Ben Group, and that's like a big marketing agency, like it's huge in the States, it's huge all over, right? So the fact that they are being more like they're getting more awareness and people are, and the connections between YouTube and Ben Group, like I feel like there's a little bit more. It's just overall for me, in my opinion, it was a better tool. And when it comes to looking for keywords, I think you have to look at the fact that if you're searching for keywords, you're a smaller YouTube channel, right? So if you're at like under 1,000 subscribers, you need to be looking and searching for videos that are topics that are under 100K search results. So that's really hard to do, to find those specific videos. And you may say, why would you want that? Because nobody's searching for it. But yes, people are searching for it. You want to be that video that starts to rank at the top for that specific video topic. And then that's going to get you views. Eventually, it's going to be searched for a lot and talked about a lot, and you're going to be at the top of that list. So that's just the way I look at it. And I think, Tubebuddy and Vidiq are very different, but I really trust Tubebuddies over Vidiq. Just that, in my opinion. Totally whatever you want to do, though. YouTube Shorts is like the short form, like it's basically a version of TikTok or Instagram Reels. So it's just a short form videos that you can upload to YouTube. I'm actually doing a 2-month marathon, which is from 1st of November. My birthday, 31st December. Is that a good idea? Do it if you can. If you can and you have it all scheduled and worked out in your calendar, and you don't overwhelm yourself though. If you get burnt out, like that's going to hurt your overall like motivation for your channel. So just be mindful of that, okay? Okay, so let's get into some tips about getting views. So getting views, this is a question that I get asked all the time. How to get more views? How do you do this? And for me, I have got the subscribers on my channel. Now that I've got the subscribers and people on my channel, I need to get the views, right? So here's a few tips that I am doing and that I'm going to share with you. So I would do videos that are more, the audience, look at your analytics and do videos that are more, the ones that are watched more. So look at your analytics and see which videos are popping on your back end and seeing what the audience actually loves. I know exactly what people love on my channel and I will do videos on them every now and again. But you need to look at the back end of your analytics and see which videos are really doing well. That's going to get you more traffic and views each time you do those videos. When you look at the more the merrier vlogs, I always go back to this channel on my ProTuber series because look at their channel. They have done videos for themselves, but they've also they've seen there's a topic on their channel that does really well, which will drive more people to this channel, which gets subscribers for one, but also get them the views that they really want on their channel. So you need to look at your back end and your analytics and see what in the past 90 days, what videos have been doing well and start doing more content around that. But don't overwhelm your audience with that same content all the time, because then you're going to do the opposite. You're going to push them away because they're going to get too much of that information. They're going to be like, okay, I'm sick of it. It's like giving your kid peas because, oh, they love the peas. For example, in my life, my mom used to give me peas and she saw that I love peas. And then she started putting more peas on the plate. And it was like, I got sick of them, right? So you need to balance that and look at your channel. The next thing I would do to get more views is to do longer videos, because that will help you start to whenever you are ranking on YouTube for YouTube search, do longer videos and make sure that you get the retention on your videos. And I talk about this and how to get suggested on YouTube. And this is a big one. By doing longer videos and putting them into playlists, you're actually keeping your audience and people there longer on your channel, which actually helps YouTube to say, okay, well, these videos are doing well, so I should push this channel out more. So that's a good signal for YouTube if people are staying on your channel and watching a lot more of your videos. So if they watch one video and then they go to the next one, the next one, the next one, and they're watching like 4 or 5 minutes of each of your videos, you're getting people to stay there longer, which means it's a signal to YouTube that you're doing really, like this channel is doing well. And then the last thing that I would do is, look at your overall channel and say, take a step back at your channel and say, would people, like this is tying into subscribers a little bit, take a step back at your channel and look at it and say, would people subscribe to my channel? And if they're viewing, if you're ranking in search, which is a good point, you need to rank your videos in search to get more views that way as a small YouTuber. If you take a step back and look at your channel and say, yes, I would subscribe to this channel, I would watch more of my videos, it looks connected, it looks not chaotic, then I would say you're doing great. You need to look at that and take a step back. But also, again, you need to rank your videos. You need to start ranking your videos for search. As small YouTubers, we can't just get 100,000 views in 1 minute. There's some channels out there that can get those views because they are established. And as you grow, you can start to find new ways to push out your videos. So for example, in the beginning, you'll do the YouTube search. You'll really focus in on the YouTube search to find your small knit community. Then you'll get to the next point where you're at a level where you get 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 views. And then that's going to start pushing your videos out onto the browse page more. So YouTube is a crazy world, but those are little things that you can do to get more views on your videos and subscribers on your channel. Okay, so let's get back into the questions. Woo, my voice. It's really hard to do this for a while. I better not put this. Didn't realize that I had the brand there. I didn't want the brand in the video. Okay, so cool. Shorts are meant to compete with TikTok and IG. Reels, yes, they are meant to compete. And we'll see if it works, because I know Facebook tried something. It was called Loops or something like that, and they tried to do something like that and it did not work out, so we'll see. Yeah, yes, these lives are going to get you monetized. That's right, Sierra, we got this. We got this, Sierra. I just uploaded one of my TikToks on my channel to test shorts out, but I don't know if it is worth it. Yeah, you'll have to wait and see. Honestly, like someone said there, that they uploaded and all those subscribers just left after she uploaded a regular video. I can't remember who just said that, but that's interesting to note. And I had a feeling that was going to happen. So we'll see how it goes. I'm 90 hours away from 4,000 watch hours. It's the subs that are a little slower for me. Yeah, I'm the reverse. Like subscribers, I'm good because I've collaborated with quite a lot of people. So in my opinion, if you want to get more subscribers, start collaborating more and reaching out to people within your industry. So that's one way. Let's see. YouTube Reels before. Yep. How often to check tags on your video? Is it just me checking? Okay, so tags are interesting. I've changed tags in the past, and sometimes they don't really do anything, and then sometimes they do. It's really hard. YouTube is hard, and I'm gonna get real here, guys. YouTube is hard. There's so many aspects to YouTube that it's a little overwhelming sometimes. My hair is doing a little flecky thing here. Sorry, guys. It's a little overwhelming at times, and sometimes I take a step back and say, okay, you know what? I need to enjoy this next video. I need to just do this video for myself and not worry about, tags. So my advice to you is to look at the tags, see if there's any ranking tags that you can do a little bit better on, and just test it out. I know Annie has said in the past that she's changed tags and it's really helped her videos take off. So I would just look at your analytics, look at the tags and change them maybe once. And then if it doesn't really work out, you need to move on to the next video. There's always another video. It's really hard. YouTube is hard. So I'm going to give you that real stuff. The lives will bring in the watch hours, Catherine. Yay. I'm so excited. You know what? I usually do 2 a week. So that's why I'm doing 1 today and then having it a little longer so that you all can be part of it. Because I know people pop in and out and that's totally fine. So right now we have 21 people. 21 people, guys. That's insane. That is insane. I don't know what I was doing there. I'm flicking my hair again. Sorry. Okay, so and my 2-month marathon is about me posting every day for 2 months, November and December 2020. Yay, that's awesome. YouTube started doing the shorts. It's still in beta, I believe. Yes, there's a lot of places on beta, so just be mindful that you may not have it yet. Like I don't have it yet, so I'm waiting for that day. How did you know you wanted to make YouTube videos? Talking about growing on YouTube. Okay, so this is a question that I love. I love answering this question. So let's do this. So basically, over the past 4 years, I've been struggling with figuring out exactly the direction I wanted to go for my channel. And I was super, down about it because I never really knew what I wanted to do. I always went back to YouTube because it was like, I love YouTube. I put videos up about it and I saw that they did a little bit better on my channel. So it was like, you know what? I need to focus in on something. That's where it came. I think at the end of 2019, I was struggling a little bit and figuring it out. And that's where I took a break. So I took a 3 or 4 month break. And then in February, I posted a video like how I was like the channel update or something. And I was struggling with that. And you can go back and watch that. And you can see the process that I was thinking through. And then I think it was March, April, I said, my business was going downhill because of COVID. And I just knew that was going to happen. But March and April, I started with my YouTube channel again because I knew there's a few people that were going to need help, especially small businesses with YouTube and how to get their videos and their channels and their businesses out there. And so I just knew that there was something going to happen. So what I did is I really redirected all my energy and time into YouTube. And I said, if I want this to work, if I want to build my brand, I need to start working on my channel more. And I did notice all the YouTube growth stuff did a little bit better. So I said, okay, I need to redirect my thoughts to this because I enjoy it. I saw that this on my analytics and I was like, I need to redirect all my thoughts to this and really focus in on it. So that's what I did. I started from there. That's kind of the way it went. So there's no way you're 30. I thought you were like 25. Oh, that's so sweet. You stop. That's so sweet. You know what? Whenever I get ID'd still at the liquor store, the beer store, I'm just like, woo, that's party. Like, that's good. I like getting ID'd. Hey, how's it going? I don't think I've seen you in a while. That's awesome that you're here. Are you going live with the camera you use to film your videos? How did you connect your camera to go live on YouTube? Okay, so guys, this is an intense question because it took a long time for me to figure this out. It's a cheap and affordable way to do it, right? I actually am going to do a video about it. How about that? I'll do a video about it because I know a lot of you want to go live, but you want to take your lives a little bit, up a notch. If you have cameras or, cell phones that you want to start using, then this option that I have is very affordable, very affordable. So I will explain it in a video. How about that? That's what I'll do. Are you going live on the Facebook group, not today. What I'm going to do is I have a video going up. I think it's either going up at 10 or 11. I'm not sure today. It's either up now or it's going up in like half an hour. So it will be on the Facebook group, so you can all comment on that. I'm not like, I don't want to overwhelm in the Facebook group everybody, because there's people there, and you know, people don't have the time all the time to be a part, like in the group, right? So I don't want to overwhelm the group, but each day, like, I'm going to be there at least posting once, so that I'm motivating you and you're all going to connect. So the challenge has started yesterday. Which is so amazing. But yeah, yesterday was just a live explaining what, was going on. And then today is going to be a video. And then tomorrow I'm going to do a couple things on just like posting and giving you like some random tips in there. And then Thursday, we're going to have another video. And then Friday is thread day and live. So it's not going to be overwhelming, but it's going to be enough to just keep you going each day. Okay. Do you have any thoughts about how frequently one should post? Yes, I do. If you are able to, at least once. If you are able to do it more than that, I would suggest it, because that's going to keep the traffic and the momentum going on your channel, because not every video is going to have like a ton of, views. So if you can do like 2 or even 3 times a week, spread them out though, because you need to give your videos 48 hours to really let the algorithm see what's going on with your video and to see if it does well. So I launched a video 2 days ago. It has 9 views from 120 impressions with 5.8% CTR. Should I change my thumbnail? Your thumbnail is fine right now. I think what's happened is you've focused in on a narrow topic, so narrow that you're only getting so many impressions from it. Whenever you look at impressions, it comes down to a few things. It's the topic itself. So if your topic is very like narrow, like super narrow, it's going to really, drive the percentage down, because not many people are clicking on it. So you need to be mindful of the topic itself. I'd wait until like it gets down to at least 4% and then say, okay, well, maybe I should change it. And if you have the Tubebuddy Legend version, you can do A/B testing, where you test one thumbnail and the other thumbnail. So that's a really good option too. But if you don't, then just wait till it gets around, even 5%. If it gets down to like 5%, start changing it up. Yeah. Do you repost your videos on IGTV to get more views on YouTube? No, I don't. I don't do anything on IGTV right now, just because I'm so focused in on my channel. I do on Instagram post my reels and my stories consistently. I do need to post more on my actual posts, like my page, to actually keep it like people driving traffic to my channel. My Insta stories are constant. And my reels are, all over the place. I just do them whenever I feel like it. I have a reel going up today, though. I'm pretty excited about that. How do you get views without losing your morals? The stuff people want to see and what I want to talk about sometimes don't necessarily align. This is a crazy question, because it's interesting. You need to be mindful of, morals for sure, but you need to be mindful of your audience and your what you're going to be posting. This is your channel. You do have to remember it's your channel. Yes, you want the audience, the views, the whatever, but a year down the line and you see that video and you're like, well, I shouldn't have done that video. It just didn't connect with me. It didn't, like, it may have got the views, but it didn't really connect with me or my audience. Don't give up your morals or your values because of one video. You need to do what's important to you. Like, if a vegan person posted about eating meat because it got videos, I would suggest that that's not something that you should do, because if your values are to not eat meat, then you don't do it, right? So I would say don't stick to your values, because that's what's important. That's the one thing that you can keep yourself, is your values. And it's your morals and your values. Like, I think you need to keep that and be true to it. Pleasant morning. Hey, hi. Thank you for that's awesome. Thank you for being here. Awesome. Nice to see you. I'm still here listening while working. Love your lives. Yeah, let's say it. I love that. I feel like when I use Tubebuddy and they say it's a good tag and I use it in my tags and not in my title, it doesn't rank. Okay, so I feel like when I use Tubebuddy and they say it's a good tag and I use it in my tags and not in my title, it doesn't rank. So you need to actually put it in. So you need to make sure whenever you're focusing in on topics, you need to make sure it's narrow enough. So let's restart here. When you're focusing on topics and you're finding topics for a video, or you're doing it you're putting their tags and such in your video. You need to be mindful that you need to focus in on that specific tag. So if it's how to get views, you need to focus in all the tags that suggest like how to get views. You don't go off the board and start saying how to get subscribers, because that's the video is not about getting subscribers, it's how to get views, right? So be mindful, like the more you repeat the views part, the more you repeat YouTube, like for that specific tag, it's going to start ranking and start like focusing in, okay, there's this tag is, this video is about this specific topic, very specific topic. You don't want to give too many tags to your videos that are all over the place. And I think that's important to note, and I think that's why some of the videos don't rank when it comes to the title. Excuse me. My suggestion is that you use the best tag as your first tag. Yes, that's what I always suggest. That's a good point. Use your best tag first and then put it in the title somewhere if you're trying to rank on YouTube as your title. That helps the YouTube algorithm promote your video to people who want your content. Yes. Good point. Yes. Would you do live streams like this with other YouTubers, like smaller ones with your niche? Yeah, I'm going to potentially do it in the future. I'm just looking into, I need to focus in on getting, some income coming in, because recently my business is kind of taking a turn. Not as many people have reached out, and I've been starting to focus in on this channel and really start to get monetized and like look at other avenues of income. So I'm working on that. And then what I'm going to do is start focusing in on, interviewing small YouTubers that, are within my industry that really need the light shone on them. Yeah, Sean. Yay, I'm using my English great. So yes, that's what my plan is, hopefully in the future. I'm really finding your insights helpful. Oh, good. I love that you're here, by the way. There's people that come and go, but there's some people that are always on, and then randomly when they don't come on, I'm like, what's going down? What's going on? So yeah, I'm glad you're all here. How do we join the challenge? So there's a video on how small YouTubers support, not small YouTuber sport, small YouTubers challenge. And it's a video on my channel. So you can go into the link in the description and you can join that and sign up. And there's a Facebook group where all the challenge and stuff is going to be. So definitely check that out. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you need to, because that's why I'm going to be reposting all your retagging you and sharing your goals, your stuff, and all that jazz. What if your SEO is good, but you don't get many views? Is this because your thumbnail isn't good? Potentially, if you're not getting the CTR, the click through, you're not getting the views. So if your ranks are great, your videos are ranked, and your tags are great, you may be seeing that it all of a sudden like starts to go down in the ranking because people are not clicking on your video. And it's important that you get the videos to actually start getting them to rank. So if people are not clicking on them, and there's a certain point when it's just gone in the world of YouTube, right? So you need to make sure your CTR is important. It's important. Like CTR is probably one of the most important, because everything after that comes, obviously. You start getting the tags in there, you start doing this and this, not and the other. If your thumbnail is not good, people will not click, people will not watch, and you won't get the watch hours, and you will start to not rank as much. So you need to be mindful of that. Okay, let's see. I've just had to take 2 months off YouTube as I've been working so much because of the pandemic. My engagement is very low now. Is it just a case of staying consistent, do you think? So yes, this is, if you've gone and you've taken a break for 2 months and you've been away, it's going to be you building up the rapport again with your audience. It's kind of like you starting not from scratch, but almost from the beginning, because you're now like trying to let them know, okay, well, I'm back again. I'm going to do the videos. And so you need to start doing consistent content again, and just, building that relationship up again, because people come and they've subscribed, but they've not necessarily seen anything from you. So they're like, okay, well, it's time. Maybe we'll watch this channel over this channel. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's not your fault, obviously, but it is something you're going to have to work again. Go back a little bit and start building that rapport up again. How did you realize you were an expert on YouTube after which you started teaching YouTube to others? I feel like an imposter when I teach anything to others without being an expert. So I have over the past few years have been helping people here and there, and it's more so like I was just trying to because I'm really into video, right? But video, the major platform is YouTube. So for the past few years, I've just been helping people here and there, and they've seen, like thumbnail advice here and there, or I've been suggesting like they do this, and it helped them a little bit. So I was like, okay, well, I know this stuff. I've been studying it for 4 or 5 years now. I can do this. And I take a lot of time whenever I do videos to go and research and study, so that I know that I'm doing the right thing, like I'm sharing the right stuff. So I think that's how I realized it. You need to you almost need to start building a portfolio sense. Whenever it came to my video business, I built a portfolio, and I did a lot of free work. I did a lot of free work to build that portfolio up so I could actually say, yeah, I can do this now. And I think it's important to note that in the beginning, you're starting out. My channel is starting out. I'm still like learning along the way, but I'm feeling like I'm finally figuring out the little avenues and what you really need to do. And many of the times it's very simple, and people just don't realize it, I think. So, and I think it comes down to more so whenever you're looking at your YouTube channel is just it's a long-term thing. It's not going to happen in the next month or 2 or 3 or even a year. It may not happen until another 2 or 3 years. There's some people that are on YouTube for like 8 years before it happens. So it's a long haul if you decide to do something like this on YouTube. If you give up on your values to make a video, get more views, I think that you would lose subscribers in the long run. Just my opinion. I don't know if she would lose them, but I think it definitely comes down to her values. Like, as a person, it's being authentic and real. So if it comes down to like someone watched it and say in the long run they're just not feeling connected with you, maybe you lose subscribers. But overall, I think it's just more of you as a person. You feel like you're not doing what you were wanting to do. More so. I'm hardly working right now, and this is really good. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. But also, I'm sorry that you're not working. I feel bad. I don't like distracting people because I know how hard. I need to drink. I need to take a drink. I know how hard, being on YouTube and working and all that jazz is. So, I'm sorry. Got it. Thanks. You're welcome. Okay, so what is your target SEO? Aim score is 70, but got in the high 80s once, and that video did a couple hundred views in one day, but I haven't been able to recreate it. Yeah, you can't recreate the same situation. So my advice to you is to not focus on that video too much. Like, start thinking about how you can find another video that will do well. So yeah. I'm close to 500 subscribers. I've been doing a lot of collabs, so that has helped my channel grow. And I made a lot of friends. Yes, Sierra. So Sierra's a great example of person who takes my advice as well. She has worked on her channel for the past couple months, and she's done a lot of collaborations, and she's seen a growth through the collaborations. Now, not everybody, like for me, I collaborated with Annie Dube. If you all know Annie, I collaborated with her, and that's how my channel, got pushed over the 1,000 subscriber mark. Not everybody's going to get to collaborate with that, that channel in that sense. It depends on the situation. Like, I connected with Annie a while before I collaborated, and I really got to know her as a person. I didn't ever reach out to her unless it was like to say, oh, that's great, oh, that's awesome, or I talked to her about like just life or something. But I see her as a friend because that's how I see people first, is I see them as friends. Like, I see you guys as friends to me. So I see them as friends first, and then I start building a relationship with them. And it's the longer way of doing collaborations. But I really enjoy it doing that way because then I actually build a relationship with them and I know if they would be a good fit for my channel. But collaborations are a way to get your channel seen and push you, out into that world. Good morning. Hi. It's been 6 months and almost at 500 subs. That's great. Well, I'll tell you this, it took me 4 years to figure out where I wanted to go with my channel, and I was at 600 subscribers in April. So you're doing great. You're doing great. Imposter syndrome is so real. I face that, but you don't become an expert until you practice it. Yes, that is true. You cannot become an expert until you start doing more. So that's why I said, to do free work on the side to just help someone. Yeah, that's my advice. Just to build that confidence up in yourself is to know that you know the stuff. So helping people on the side is really going to be important. Let's see. Oh, wow. We've almost been an hour. That's awesome. Okay, let's see. What's a good click-through rate? So I would say, every topic is different because with each topic, your click-through rate might be more or less. So it's really hard to say what a good click-through rate is. But I usually say if it goes below 4%, I need to start changing it up to try and get that percentage higher. That's where I do A/B testing with Tubebuddy on the Legend version, but not everybody has that. So I would just wait 48 hours. And if it goes below 5 or 4%, I would suggest changing it up and testing it out and seeing if you can change like the look of it a little bit. But you need to make sure it aligns with your channel and the overall branding. So you need to be mindful of that too. Okay, a few more questions here. It wasn't an overall unmoral video. It's just not something I was overly passionate about making. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Yes. Yeah, if it's not something that you're passionate about, then don't. It's up to you though. Like if it gets you views and brings in more traffic, it can help. I know there's a few people that will do videos just to get the traffic and the momentum and then they go back to their normal stuff. So sometimes it's helpful for your channel because then they'll bring people to your channel to see if if they want to be a part of your community. So it's totally up to you. I tried helping someone that has great videos, uses no tags, doesn't include keywords in the title, and no description. Any advice helping them see the light? Yeah. Well, if you are getting success from it, that's a good point to share with them. If you see on your channel that it's helping, your tags are helping your videos, then you need to actually show them that analytics, that data. That's the only way that they're going to say, okay, let's do it. Other than that, just send them to my channel and tell them, watch these videos. This is going to help you rank and search. As a small YouTuber, you need to have rank and search because, like I said, you're not established. So finding the small community that builds that momentum, like Julia K. Chris, she can get like 30, 40K views in a day, right? So how does she do that? She doesn't have to worry necessarily about tags, but she can include the tags and it'll help her a little bit. But what happens is that her audience pushes the video out so much that it gets pushed onto the browse page, right? So, there's different ways, different levels of channel that you need to focus on. Like right now, as a small YouTuber is really where we're focusing at. We need to focus in on YouTube search. Okay. What? Oh my gosh. Wrap a large address label around your can. What? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I know. I should have done that before. I didn't even think about it. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Ooh. Can I collaborate with you, please? Well, if you send me an email and your channel aligns with my channel, and I don't look at subscribers, but if you're consistent, then I will say potentially yes. But this year, I'm not taking on any more collaborations because I have a few in the works already. So I'm not doing any more this year. I found you through Annie Dube. Love you. Yay, that's awesome. Annie's awesome. So higher CTR is good. Of course it is. A higher CTR means people are actually clicking on it. So definitely if it's higher, yes. I remember when I was new to Annie's channel and then she collabed with you. I subscribed to your channel and I was watching your sub count and I was so happy for you. You've come so far. Oh, Sierra, give me all the gushness. Yes. Do you have any videos of how to get recommended? So like recommended on the browse page, I would suggest watching my Beat the Algorithm video. That's the one that's on my main page. That's a good one to watch. To get on the browse page, watching the retention one is going to help because if you have people watching longer on your channel, then you're going to get pushed out more. And then the playlist one, how to get suggested, that one's really good too. So go through my playlist. I have an actual playlist on how to get views and subscribers, so go check that out. What do you find to be a good CTR is still enough for YouTube to push you in the browse? Again, anything below 4 or 5% is not good. So I would say if you can get above 5, you're going to have a good chance of still being pushed out a little bit. But anything above 10 is definitely going to get you pushed out. Let's do a beauty challenge. Oh, that's cute. I love that. Good. I'm glad you're connecting. I have one being pushed still at 3%. I still know it goes down over time when. Okay, so again, whenever CTR is that low, you're getting and you're still getting the views. That means that you are in a topic that is narrow enough that people will still find you, but they're not clicking. Like if you had changed the thumbnail a little bit, you may get a little bit more, but I don't know if you want to do that because you're still getting the views, right? So it's a gray area. Yeah. Can you make a video about your thumbnails? I will try and make a video about my thumbnails at some point. But this channel is more so like tips and tricks and advice on like YouTuber growth. But yeah, thumbnails I could try. Do one at some point. How's your day going? It's going great because everybody's here. I love that. Everybody's popping on. My channel is about cultural exploration combined with personal development, but sometimes I talk about marriage and Zoom weddings since I just had one. Do you think two niches are bad for algorithm? Well, if you're starting out and you have a small audience, it might be a little confusing to them. I think you should start focusing on, you know what, just you need to figure out what the direction the channel wants to go. And then within the channel direction, so say, for example, for me, I really liked Instagram and YouTube. So what I did is I did some obviously videos on those topics, and then I saw which did better. And always it was YouTube that did better. So I would post, two different categories and see which works. You are still driving traffic to your channel, but you'd be mindful that it might get confusing for your audience to see what's going on. Like they might be like, okay, I clicked it for this reason, but I'm not really getting what I came for, So it's up to you. It's totally, test it out. See the back end, which videos are doing better, then go do more of those. My lips are chapped. Sorry, guys. You don't need to see that. This live stream was fun, Catherine. Homeschool, so I have time to watch these lives. I'm going to get back to doing school now. So thanks for doing. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you were here. I'm going to pop off very soon because my voice is almost gone. I haven't talked this much in a long time. Okay, niching down is so complicated. It is. It's confusing. But what I did was I did the two different categories. So I did social media, like blah, blah, blah. I did Instagram, and then I also did YouTube. And I looked at the analytics and said which one was doing better. And then I said, okay, I'm going in this direction, and I'm going to focus on this for a while. Then when I get a little bit bigger, I can start branching out and doing what I want. But right now I'm focusing on YouTube growth. And I don't know if I will branch out too much because right now I'm really interested in YouTube growth, right? So you're making me feel good. My CTR is 5 to 11%. If the average view is 40. That's great. That's great. That's awesome. I love that. When you have a reacting channel, do you think I should react to similar stuff, or can I still grow and get on the algorithm by reacting to everything that's trending? I think that would be a little bit harder. You obviously will get views from the trending topics, but it's just a channel that's going to be all over the place. There's not really a direction. So, for example, I'll give you an example of a good channel that's two channels that are good at reacting. Peter McKinnon reacts to like filmmakers and photography, like all that jazz. His audience is photos and all that jazz, but he's stuck into just specifically photography and videography. Then you look at what was the guy's name? It's just gone. It's gone from my head. There's a channel about plumbing, and the guy reacts to bad plumbing situations in people's homes, and he's stuck to reacting to those situations. So I would suggest if you want to do the trending topics, that's great. You'll get the views. You may not get the subscribers though, because people are confused about what the channel's about. But I would suggest, trying it out, see if it works. And if it doesn't, then focus in on certain reactions that do better than others. Where do you find your CTR? It should be under each video. So if you go into the audience, I believe it's under the engagement, maybe under the engagement part of your videos, and check that out. See if that's where it is. I can't, the top of my head, I can't remember. How long did it take you to grow? How long did it take you to grow to where you are now? Thanks for inspiring us all. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad you're here. Oh, that's so sweet. How long did it take to grow and get where I am now? So I started in April, and I am currently now, it's November 2nd, and it's been, a few months, and that's where I'm at right now. Before that, I was stuck around 500, 600 subscribers for the longest time. So when you narrow down and really focus in on a topic and be consistent, like I haven't stopped uploading. There was 1 week that I didn't upload because of my kids were sick. But if you're consistent and you're uploading in a specific industry, you're going to do great. You're going to start to see your audience coming in. And it's not going to happen in a year, maybe it might take longer. It's not links under. Oh, reach. That's where it is. Sorry. Okay, it'll say impression click through. Yeah. Sorry, my brain kind of blanked out there. I just didn't remember where it was. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that live. That was awesome. I kind of want to stay on longer, but I think I'm going to go. I thought that was awesome. I am so happy you're all able to pop in and out. I know it was a little longer, which is nice because then people can just come and go. I kind of like these. I really want to do another one this week, but I don't want to overwhelm my channel too much. And you guys, you need to have a break from me. Do you want a break from me? Do you want a break from me all? Hope not. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you're watching this on replay, make sure to try and, come in at some point and on the lives. I'm doing them every Tuesday for the month of November. So make sure you pop in and out just to say hello or ask your questions. And yeah, and thank you so much, guys, for joining me. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Have a good one, guys.